Hey guys, what's up? So we're gonna go through part two of making the subject of the formula, and we're just gonna go through these questions that we see here on the board, and we're gonna take our time to identify some of them. Guys, for the ones that say y squared, right, or y cubed, we need to use some laws or indices. This one as well that says cube root of y and y cubed. We need to use the laws of indices to solve those, right? So those are unique, which is the reason why I wanted to do a video just on questions like these, to get a couple like these under your belt. So it's very important to practice questions like these, guys, and get familiar with it. Practice them, look at the answers, make sure you get them correct because this is one of the foundation topics in mathematics. So you really want to take it seriously. All right, so I'm going to do J now. Let's start from J. I'm going to do it below here. So it says C is equal to y minus k. So this is really easy to solve. All I need to do here is carry, oops. All I need to do now is carry k over to the left side. So I'm going to get c plus k is equal to y, which is the same thing as y is equal to c plus k, right? So that one is pretty simple. Let me just put the answer beside it or beneath it. Y is equal to c plus k. So it's really easy. Answer. Y is equal to c plus k. So that was easy. Now this one, guys, which is k here, which has a dot on it, right? This one, guys, you have to use the law of indices for this one, right? So how do we solve it now? It's kind of really easy though, but how do you solve it? If you have, I want a capital Y. If I have y squared is equal to s, guys, y squared is equal to s. Guys, I need to find the square root of everything on the right side. So the answer is supposed to be y is equal to the square root of s. And this is the answer, guys. Does that make sense? So y is equal to square root of s should be the answer. And obviously, guys, I don't have the square root symbol right now, so I'm not able to use it. So I would have to draw it in. So the answer for that one is y is equal to the square root of s. What you actually do, guys, is you actually find the square root of both sides. And the square root of y is y. Let me just give you an example, guys. Y times y is equal to y squared, right? So if y times y is equal to y squared, then if you find the square root of y, you're going to get the square root of both sides. So y is equal to the square root of x. That's the answer, guys. And that's just what you have to do for each of these types of questions. Does that make sense, everybody? So let's just kind of type it in or write it in here. So y is equal to, let's use a ruler, square root of s. Okay, so that's us. So we're good to go. All right, with that question now. Next question now, guys. Very simple, very similar. It says y cubed, this time is cubed, is equal to x, right? So y cubed is equal to x. So this one is kind of different. So we're going to end up getting y is equal to the cube root. Right, so we need to find the cube root this time. So instead of just the square root, guys, we need to find the cube root. So this is how the cube root is going to look. The 3 will be outside, inside here. And we need to find the cube root of x. And that would be the answer. So we'll basically just find the cube root of both sides. Cool. And that's how we solve a question like this. It's pretty simple, guys. Not very difficult to understand. So that's the answer right here. Let's just type it in. It should be y is equal to, let me use a ruler, cube root of x. And let me put the 3 on the outside. There should be a 3 right here in that space. Make sense, guys? Okay, so let's do this one m now. M is also a little difficult for you if you've seen it for the first time. It says this time they have the square root of y, guys. So I have the square root of y is equal to g. And how do we do this, guys? Guys, what we need to do here is we need to square both sides, right? We actually need to square both sides. So we're going to end up with root y squared and g squared. So the answer for this one, guys, is actually going to give us the answer as y is equal to g squared. And that's the answer. So this is a pretty easy question, guys. You just need to square both sides to get rid of the square root sign. And you're supposed to get y is equal to g squared. G squared. Not cube squared. Okay. Alright, so kind of ease off those now, guys. We're going into the more easier ones. We have a question here. It says pi. So I don't have pi on my symbols here. So I'm just going to say pi y is equal to c. And this one is easy to actually do, guys. All we need to do here is just divide both sides by pi. Sorry, guys. Sorry for using pi. I just don't have the symbol right now. So pi. If I divide both sides by pi, guys, I'm going to get this cancel that. And the answer I'm going to get is y is equal to, maybe I can draw the symbol for pi. Pi c. So that's the answer, guys. Y is equal to pi c. Alright. So that's y is equal to pi c. Alright, cool. So that was simple. Now let's do the next one now. Next one now, guys, says n minus y is equal to t. So I'm gonna n minus y is equal to t. I'm going to switch the y and the t. So I'm gonna end up with n minus t is equal to y. So it's a very simple question. So the answer here is y is equal to n minus t. Very simple one, this one. Y is equal to n minus t. Alright, guys, pretty simple, right? Okay, so we have 6 left, guys. We're almost finished. Let's take our time. Let's not rush things. Let's do our best and ensure that God will. I'm ensuring, believe me, God will do the rest. He will always do the rest. And we have ry is equal to c. So ry is equal to c. And then we're going to divide both sides by r here to find the answer. So both sides divided by r. This r will cancel this r. And I'm going to get y is equal to c over r. Y is equal to c divided by r. That one's pretty simple. So this one, let me put it here. Y is equal to c divided by r. Pretty simple. Alright, guys. So for this one, guys, we need to get rid of the 4 pi. For the next question here, it says 4 pi y is equal to b. So let's just kind of write this out. So it says 4 pi y is equal to b. In order to solve this, guys, we want to divide both sides by 4 pi. This side will cancel that side, and we're going to end up in y is equal to b divided by 4 pi. And that's it. That's it, guys. All right, so we need to put that here. Let's just write it out. Let's make it a little smaller. Y is equal to b divided by 4, and then let's draw the pi. 4 pi. All right, guys. So almost there. Let's just keep staying with me, guys. Let's finish strong like Usain Bolt. Let's finish strong like you and Blake. Let's go. So the next one now, guys, is y plus 7t is equal to c plus r. Cool. So this is actually not too bad. So guys, we need to just put everything on the right side. So y plus 7t is equal to c plus r. So the last part is going to be y is equal to c plus r minus 70. And that's it. That's it. That's pretty much it. And then we're gonna end up getting y is equal to c plus r minus 70. That's the answer. Very easy question. Seems hard, but very easy. All right. And last three questions, guys. Let us do our best. Always do our best, and God will always do the rest. So, guys, this one now, guys. So you have r over y is equal to w. Guys, the best thing to do is multiply both sides by w. Sorry, the best thing to do is, well, the best thing to do, guys, is to switch the w with the y. You can actually do that. So the answer should be r over w is equal to y. And let me show you how we do that, guys. Well, I could show you the long way, but all right. I could show you the long way, but let me show you the long way. Let me show you the long way. So, guys, if you multiply both sides by y, you're gonna end up with y over r over y times y is equal to yw. These two cancel these two, and then in order to get rid of the w, you have to divide both sides by w. So that would end up giving you the r over w is equal to y. Does that make sense, everybody? I hope so. Cool. So that's it, guys. Pretty simple. Pretty simple. I have two questions left, guys, so let's focus, and they're pretty easy questions as well. So let's take our time. All right. Okay, guys. So for this one, guys, we have y squared is equal to k plus x, right? So what we need to do now is we need to say y is equal to square root of k plus x. And this would be the answer, guys. Remember, when you have a squared, all you need to do is find the square root of the right side. So that's the answer for the second to last one. And then this one, guys, that says a is equal to xy. All we have to do here, guys, is divide both sides by x. Divide both sides by x. Once we divide both sides by x here, guys, then we should be okay. These two, whoops, let me use that. Okay, these two will cancel, and we're going to end up with the answer being y is equal to a over x. All right, guys, so that's it. That's the rest of the questions that we'll practice using multiple choice. Remember the squared and the cube, guys. You just need to find the square root or the cube root of the right side. And guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you and the best, and I wish that God cover and protect you in this exam season. And stay safe, do your best, and let God do the rest. Thank you so much.